Just kind of funny. I was left on my old lawnmower. Damn motors here. The old one. And the stupid one, this one. Yeah, stupid. Well, you can't see them. The bolts are all rusted up and can't get them out. So anyway, bitch, pain in the ass, all that kind of crap. Anyway, what the fuck happens in the YouTube atheist community and stick and fun? Yeah. I don't know. I guess the happenings are the charity event thingy. They got like 40 grand, I think, when it's all said and done, which is, a lot of money. Short of their target, so I guess DPR Jones won't get his butt tattoo. So that one clown event will be spared that big floppy shoe. So many issues around this thing. I did hear that they killed Coughlin's segment because of his dispute with Thunderfoot, and that's kind of funny. I don't know all the details, but whatever. I mean, all these little soap operas running, and it is kind of ironic just because of this whole circumstance. I mean, I'm sort of sympathetic to the Thunderfoot position here because, we're atheist fuckers. All this secular asshole shit is, like I said, you're secular when you have to be. But I mean, when you don't have to be, when it's your leisure free speech rights, well, it's time not to be secular. I mean, when it's time for me to exercise my free speech, I can say Muslims suck, they're lower than worms, Islam is not just a gutter religion, it's a turd infested, covered pile of I already used turds, so I can't say that. Whale diarrhea. Yeah, that's what it is. It's whale diarrhea. Fuck Islam. Fuck their attitude. Fuck them coming over to this country and deciding to be Islamic. Fuck that shit. We're Americans, damn it. We wear bikinis, the women, even the men, and we don't care for your fucking shit. We're not gonna like you. We're not gonna like you rubbing your God in our faces. And fuck you. Yeah, I mean, you should just keep it where it was, or else become an American, you fuckers. You don't want to be in America. You don't want to be an American. Don't come to America, you dumb fucking cunts. And certainly don't come here and plan to blow up our fucking buildings and have us say thank you. We're not going to do that, you dumb cunts. I mean, people are forgetting the context. I mean, that old fucking crazy blind cleric was over here, and he tried to knock down those buildings the first fucking time. And maybe we didn't tolerate those assholes coming over here preaching their destruction of our own country, so gracefully, that wouldn't have happened. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm not for discrimination. I'm for people having legal rights, but I'm not for people obliging other people not to say fuck you, you scumbag, when they're assholes, when they're child molesters and they're pieces of crap. We have a right to say fuck you. And that's all Thunderfoot was saying. He was saying it pretty damn fucking politely, I think. But whatever. But fuck Thunderfoot, he's an asshole too. So anyway, alright. Stickam, it was pretty good. 6 hours. I stayed way too long. I'm way out of control. Not a bad night. I just thought the conversation kept going, and we didn't talk about movies, so that was good. I think I had my moments. I'm funny sometimes, but it was a lot of serious conversation, I think. I can't remember any of it. Disappointing part was Karina came in and we ended up talking about the stupid charity thing again. And I do have a long video posted, or a reply video where I explain some of this stuff, but I mean, you can talk about it forever. And I think I've been kind of tiptoey about it. I have been kind of polite in my critique, and it just seems like people are coming at me kind of hostile, like I don't have a right to think this isn't very atheist and it isn't very efficient, and like somehow we have to have a big argument about it now because I dare to say that. I don't mind defending it, but I just don't going to defend it if you're not going to be able to accept my argument that, well, now, okay, if we're going to start really picking it apart, it is all kind of showy. It all looks like a bunch of, ego stroking. It is all kind of bullshit psychology in the first place. We have to bribe people to give to your charity. The whole oh, look, be sympathetic. Now let's all laugh. I mean, this whole transfer of emotion thing really always did piss me off. Here's the tragic kid in a wheelchair. I will now, get a butt tattoo. I mean, sorry. I can't switch gears that quickly. But anyway, there's way too much of that shit going on. But the big story thing. Well, anyway. So anyway, me and Karina were arguing about it. I don't know what happened, whether her connection blipped out or somebody kicked her, or I don't know what the fuck happened. But it wasn't good, apparently. And I was getting pissed. Because, the more I think about the world and how it gets into this mess, and all these people just want to always cut these fucking ignorant poor people slack, like it isn't their fucking fault. And it just kind of pisses me off. I mean, you can be poor and not a complete motherfucking cunt idiot. And these motherfucking poor people, I mean, they have kids as an insurance policy. They have them because they want workers for their farm. It's about, their name or some other kind of crap. I mean, they have kids and a big pile of obligation on them. And what the fuck is that crap? People and the whole idea too, again, you're living in shit. Why would you impose that on a fucking next generation? Why would you impose that on your kids? Here, live in shit, kid. Pick up my shit shovel and shovel shit. I mean, what the fuck is that? And you don't have to be too fucking bright to figure out that ain't the way to fucking live. So, I mean, I'm not so empathetic to these poor fuckers, who have nothing and decide to have a kid. Oh, we live in a cardboard box. We have we got half a day of food. Let's have a family. I'm sorry, no sale. These assholes counter-argue with some kind of crap like, well, should only rich people have kids? No, well, maybe people that are working, have a life, have built up some sense of responsibility, can take care of the obligation. Yeah, they should have kids if they have to. If somebody has to, they should. I mean, if you can't do it right, don't do it at all. I mean, I'm going to say that 500 times like some naggy old mother, but god damn it, the world needs a naggy mother to tell it the obvious, I mean, really. I mean, don't fuck with it until you read the instructions. Know what you're fucking goddamn doing. I mean, this whole thing where life is just some sort of free game. You get to play it any way you want. It's just crap. So anyway, that's the underlying this thing is that I have a real contempt for people in these circumstances that they're getting aid. A lot of these circumstances are created by their own fucking stupid, moronic psychologies. And they don't have to be that stupid. I mean, really. I grew up without television, without a library, without a lot of things. And somehow by the time I was 6 years old, I could figure out that do unto other thing. I could figure out life is tricky and complicated. The animals go, ouch. I mean, I could figure that shit out. So I'm sorry if I'm holding the world up to too high a standard that they have to behave as a 6-year-old. But I mean, fuck. I have the common sense of a 6-year-old. Well, whatever. Anyway, it's regrettable that it turned into such a hostile argument. But because I don't see this as the most productive way to spend money on doctors flitting around, even though there's need and there's suffering. My argument's just that there's more efficient ways to mitigate against future suffering, and that's really what we're talking about. It's again, I'm going to use my new phrase, my new Spockism that Spock never spoke, but it should be his next one in if he's ever in a movie again. The needs of the future outweigh the needs of the present. And it's a fact. There's more need out there in the future, way over the horizon. Guess what? There's a big pile of need out there. And if we take care of it now through constructive action, politically, culturally, we can save, 500 times more suffering. We can prevent and eliminate and do good 500 times more powerfully with our pennies than we can do, picking up the blood stains and bandaging here now. That's just a fucking truth, in my opinion. And to me, that's the kind of logic atheists should be applying. They shouldn't just fall into this whatever it is pattern of, I'm going to act on my empathy, not my logic. Empathy is almost superstition, and empathy is certainly bigoted in the sense that your empathy is usually extended to something that has an aesthetic, compelling element. In other words, you're attracted to things, and they'll have empathy for those things, and things you find repulsive superficially, you're going to lack empathy for. It's very dangerous to use empathy as a way of defining what you should or should not do when it comes to these serious things, these meaningful expressions of your doability. I think, the bottom line is this is something that should be argued and debated and figured out ahead of time. We shouldn't just find some little bozo the clown hero like D.P.R. Jones and everybody just follows him wherever he plays his little butt pipe. I'm sorry, I hate these trivial, silly people in the first place. This whole direction of atheism is this, look, we're just as happy and fun time Charlie as the rest of you religious fucks who think God is going to take care of everything. Well, we just think hope and wish and is going to take care of everything, and we're just as unrealistic and fucktard as you. It's just that we let the gays in the club, and we like dancing with them. And what's the other thing? We let women tear their little fetuses out of their uteruses. And that's the only difference between us and the religious fucks. I strive for an atheism that has a bigger balls than that. A little less culturally owned, DNA owned. And that's what atheism looks an awful lot like. It looks like you just fall right into the pattern of the typical cliche human. A lot of atheists rationalizing their meat eating, even though now there's no God giving them dominion. No God saying it's okay. No God saying sacrifice, slaughter, smear blood all over the place. And without that God giving you an excuse, all you're doing is cannibalizing other sentient mammals. I don't know how you rationalize that without some sort of God ego delusion that you're grand and superior and spectacular by comparison. And that argument can't be made, in my opinion, not rationally. I'm disappointed with atheism, and this charity event just validates those disappointments. And this is what, like I said, I make a semi-polite critique, and I get the crap, and I don't, like I said, it's good to argue about stuff, and you even argue with the 1% fringe, which I am on this subject. But I don't know what. There's just this attitude that doesn't get to the subject really.